Hello, welcome to Decisive Night. This is a solo, single-player hero survival map. Unit survival. Survival. It was suggested by Centron. He actually requested this. Strategy request style. £13.37 tip to take a look at the map. But that was actually a couple of weeks ago, and I got kind of obsessed with trying to beat it on the hardest difficulty as I do, but I wasn't good enough to do it. So I'm going to play this on normal because I feel like the map should be shown. Because I did stop after I did it on Insane, but I felt like, no, we should try to do a video on this, and I'm sure some people watching this on YouTube right now might actually be entertained, and so much so that they'd actually like to try this for themselves. So I'm going to let you watch the awesome cinematic whilst I describe a bit more about the map. It starts off relatively simple. You're essentially guarding a castle from destruction as the forces come through thick and fast, and you got to take them down and try not to lose too much. Heroes aren't too important in this, though you do have one, and you can get a second one if you research it. But your units are the key, and the strategy is even more key, because that's why I think I was unable to successfully complete this on Insane difficulty, or the hardest difficulty. I'm sure I probably could do it with enough time given, but I'd like to just play this on normal this time round, just to show off the map, and assume that I should be good enough to complete it on normal. So the key really is to stay further back. So there's Insane, there's hard, there's normal, there's easy. So really the more experienced you get with the map, then you should sort of like go into it a bit further. So we're gonna get things hotkeyed up here. So come over here. Just to do. Yes.
Research complete.
And you're getting gold over time, so you use that on like researches to boost your units through. You have a limited amount of time before the waves come. This is the first wave, wave 1 out of 12. Now the strategy suggested by Centron was actually to defend in the further back area, because I was always trying to defend in the further front area, and I was able to do it for some time and have my main forces here. But I can see the advantage of having like your main bulk here, and you've got a large space here to have a lot of archers where the enemy would have to come all the way around, and a small space here for like a few strong defenders that you could potentially have there. So I could see how that would work.
Yes, my friend.
Fair enough. I've no time waiting on you.
Is my aid required? Of course.
I haven't.
So we'll go with something like that.
Yes, my friend. As you wish. Is my aid required?
Point the way. We elves are not.
Don't forget to get all your researches. That just increases the powerful units that you are able to train, and then once you've got those, you start to get researches at your main base as well. That'll help increase the damage they do, their usefulness. I'm going to put defend on all these units that are knights. We have our priests on a heal. We have him on autocast, and our heroes in the front. She's got this ability, Lightning Fall. You may have seen it before. It's pretty darn good. I'm seeing where else I'm getting attacked. Oh, there's a lone archer. That's not good for you. Any other lone archers? Any other lone riders? Right, let's go with this. Let's pull this over here. So you kind of get the idea. I lost an archer there somehow. It's a bit harder to keep a track on everything over here. I don't know if you can zoom the camera out or not. Maybe I can take a look at that. I'm just going to start researching things now. But one of those researches will end up leading towards another hero, which is very nice. Yeah, it looks alright though. They can still hit your archers from underground, or below ground, but they're not so effective at it. So this is one way to do it, and this is how I think Centron did it. Right. That's the first round done. Everyone is recuperated. Looks okay.
Point the way.
Yes, my friend.
On your mark. Waiting on you. All to
Keep my units grouped up somewhat in the middle, not too close to the sides,
waiting on there.
so it's harder for them to reach. Basically mess with the artificial intelligence a little bit here.
Done. Point the way. You move. Waiting on you.
Research complete.
Fair enough.
Yes, my friend.
We elves are not
All
easy
to
prey.
Right, research complete.
You dare. You're in.
Is my aid
On your
required?
mark.
Yes, my friend. Yes, my friend. Of course. Is my aid required? As you wish. Yes, my friend. Right away. Is my aid required?
So you're kind of blocking them off like
Yes,
that.
my friend.
I've no
Is someone injured?
Well,
I have a land. Point the way. I've no time
Is
for
my aid
games.
required? Is my aid required?
We elves are not easy.
Keep them on their hold position
Threaten me.
so they don't go too
Yes,
skewiff.
complete.
Is my aid required?
Looks good
Of
to
course.
me. Hey, he who forges the sky. Thank you there for the sub. Let's take a look in here. We want to improve Archer and Knight so we can get that research. Oh, you need close combat training to increase the Knight, I think.
I've no time for games.
Yes, my friend.
We elves are not easy prey.
Is my aid required? As you wish. Yes, my friend.
So I keep everything as close as possible.
Is my aid required?
There are some nasty levels, like Garg levels.
My aid required.
I think we can do a lightning fall. You have a lot of mana at the beginning, but it does go down. I can see the crits from this guy. That looks good. You can obviously get more units, improve Knight, but I'm going with researchers for the time being because I feel like I've got enough units for the few earlier levels, so I'm going to get those researchers up. By making almost a straight line wall, it's harder for the computer to hammer through you. You can see the health of your units. Just keep an eye on things. But yeah, I think this positioning is working a lot better for me this time. But I'm still happy to do it on normal and just leave it at that. We got more research. Hang on a second. What can we get from here? Yes, we can get Yarkin Flaming Feather. This is basically another hero.
More gold is required.
It has no life regeneration rate, so he has to get healed basically. But otherwise he's pretty insanely good. Okay.
You dare threaten me?
Slams the ground or heals. I find the heals more useful. Plus it bounces up to a lot of
We elves
targets.
are not
Yes,
easy
my
prey.
friend.
I can't heal at the
Is
moment
my aid required?
because I'm
Dare
mana
threaten
capped.
me?
Might want to get like, you know, I'm still going to concentrate purely on the upgrades first and then start getting more units. More mages for Inner Vengeance. Oh, there he is. Hello, how you doing?
I've no time.
Yes, my friend.
He's a big boy.
We elves
He's
are
a big
not
bird.
easy prey. I've no time for games.
Is my aid required?
It's got really cool abilities, like AoE, fiery damage, Phoenix Flame, and he can go immune for 20 seconds, which is pretty good. You could potentially use that to block off an area. Like these gargoyles, you see that?
I have
They're very nasty, so we move those back.
a land.
They start off quite weak, but they get harder. So he's going to lose his immunity somewhat soon. I'm going to use my ability there. That's like a shockwave. And I'm going to pull him back in. Keep an eye on the health. It looks alright though. Carry on getting upgrades. There are items you can get up here. You can get the standard ones, or you can do more researches and get the more improved versions of the ones down here basically. You can increase your food count. Don't know how much I need that.
We elves are
Oh, hello. Almost lost a unit there. 4 out of 12 waves. Looks alright.
land to defend.
1/3 of the way through soon. I'll save it now, just so I can save scum it if things do go bad. So this is where you get your standard soldier, or an upgraded version of him. Or you can get a 2 food. So these 2 are 1 food, then you get 2 food 1.
Yes, my friend.
The little ones are quite cool though, because they have the defendability. I don't think the stronger ones have defendability, but it might still be worth always getting the higher tier ones. Because I started to go with a lot of the lower tier ones, because I was like, well, if I get enough 1 food units, but I never had food cap issues, so I wasn't making the most of that 1 food. I might have been better off going with the 2 food ones. They're not that much more expensive, and I think they are quite considerably more powerful. Get upgraded mage training as well. So the sorcerer, I'm not so sure what the sorcerer is. I don't think I've seen him. I could get one of those to see what it is they do. But the priest is
Yes, my friend.
auto heal, and he's got a frost attack. You can get wave of light with him, which is very cool if they've got the mana.
We
Essentially
elves are
another
not
way of
easy
healing
prey.
the troops.
I
I
have a
smell
land.
magic in the
So
air.
wave 4 is coming. They come from the marshes over here.
You dare threaten me? We elves are not easy prey.
Void walkers and dark sorceresses.
I've no time for games.
More research. That's like a way to make your castle invulnerable. So if you're really in trouble, you might want to research that. Or you can get nasty surprise. That's like landmines in the front.
We elves are not.
I should have different hotkey groups soon. Ah, I lost one. Damn. I'm trying to save his mana for later levels. I don't think I need to use his mana on this stage. Those are nasty though, those abominations. Try to bring those down because they do a lot of damage. Ooh, there goes another one.
I have a
Is my aid what ails? I am your servant. Yes, my friend. As you wish. Right away. Is my aid required?
We elves are not easy prey. I have a lamp.
Yes, my friend.
Right, what did it... There he is. There's my sorcerer. So the sorcerer has slow. I don't think I got those last time. Adds a damage increase to the attacks of by 5% to nearby units. So,
Yes, my friend.
okay.
Get on with it.
Thanks to butterflies. Increases nearby life regeneration rate by 300%. See, I don't think I got those last time. Those look pretty good, actually. You want to sort of get a few of those casters.
You dare.
Is my aid magic in the air? Yes, my friend.
We elves are not easy prey. I have
Look at that bounce.
I thirst for magic. My aid
So we can
required?
use you up here as well.
Yes, my friend.
We elves are not
My
easy
aid.
We can use you in the middle.
Yes, my friend. I thirst for
Have
magic.
that auto slow on. I might try to get the mages as well.
Is my aid required? Yes, my friend.
Ah, here we go again.
We elves are not
Alright, I lost one archer unfortunately, but it's because I was too slow to react there. They are summoning units in the back line by the looks of it. Carry on researching. I might save the mines for later on.
I have a lamp.
I've got this jump ability. So if I upgrade Construct Towers of Shattering, that's that one, I can then start to purchase these. So this is a hero, but he doesn't have inventory. Only your main hero here. Probably get one of each of those
I have a lamp.
when the time comes.
We elves are not easy prey.
Is my aid required?
There's that life regeneration, so...
I thirst for magic.
You dare threaten me?
Is someone injured? Get on with
I
it.
have a lamp to defend.
Well, research complete.
You
I'm
dare
keeping so much on like whole position here. Grand Tower Shattering. You can self-destruct it. 3,000 damage to everything nearby. This looks like a desperate way to survive. So 825 gold to do that.
I have a lamp.
Oh, I got Tower Shattering over here as well. But that one can't be activated. Maybe it just blows up when it's destroyed. Okay, carry on. I don't know if I want to get those yet. So yeah, it's a case of come up here and buy one of these. And then pop back down. I'll get the expensive one first and I'll take a look at what it does properly in a moment. Right, here comes the gargoyles again.
I have a lamp. We elves are not.
Okay, pop back up to the top.
I have a land.
Next item,
The
empowerment.
elves are not
Pop back
easy
over
prey.
here. Let's take a look at these items then. Ring of Unappeased Storm. Calls down the lightning of storm. Is it channeled? No, it looks like chain lightning or something. Enraging and allowing hero to blast 9 enemies, dealing 1050 damage for each. Or it could be Fort Lightning. 40-second cooldown, 110 mana, unlimited use, 19 intelligence. Empowerment fills the hero with the power of dragons, allowing the hero to burst forward, annihilating its enemies, dealing 810 damage in every explosion, 8,100 in total. Stuns enemy for 4 seconds. That sounds very strong. Okay, curious about that one. Other 2 items, if we pop back over. Sajin armor, and then we've got 4 10 gold item there as well. So this one is 9 points to stats. Once used, hero calls Eternal Light, resurrecting 4 allies from the dead. Don't think there's anything... Oh, that's pretty handy though. It's like resurrection, but 200-second cooldown is quite long. I might want to look into some more powerful archers soon.
No time for games. On your mark.
Speaking of which, first is those gargoyles. I want like layers of
Is my aid required?
thinner
The
layers,
elves are
thicker
not
layers
easy
rather,
prey.
of archers grouped up together. I don't see gargoyles yet. We've got burning exterminators and 40 stalkers. His mana's still good. I don't want to use too much. This spell's the best one, I think. Let's save until they're a bit more grouped up before going for that. He's doing good. Just tanking away. Keep him slightly further back. There's another item I can pick up. Shall we try this one? That's empowerment. That's like the stun. Not bad. I would have been dead by this point on the hardest difficulty. So you can definitely challenge yourself if you want to try that. But I'm going more casual mode. Let's get the archers now. The powerful ranged archers. Up to 65 food. So we got calls down the energies of frost, creating deadly circles that strike down enemy units, dealing 100 damage to each of them per ice bolt. That looks like Blizzard or something. Lasts 30 seconds and has a 30-second cooldown and can be used twice. So these 2 have charges. That's the downside of those, whereas these 2 are permanent. There's my more powerful
The elves
archers.
are not easy prey.
If we move you, move you, move you,
I've no time.
Is my
click
aid
you,
required?
move
What
you.
ails you?
They have a cool ability to activate magic immunity,
I am your
which is
servant.
obviously good, but they move slower, but they're not moving much. They got dodge. They give extra damage to nearby units, so that's cool.
Waiting on you.
We want more of those really if we can. So more archers of Sijn. Although I did tend to go with the Asin archers because they didn't have too bad a damage, and remember they're 1 food, so you can have two of those for every one of these you have.
Is my aid required? Yes, my friend.
Ah, there's the gargoyles. Let's move this bad boy in.
The elves are not.
It's always those gargoyles that are the hardest part. So I keep getting my archers sorted. We're going to be in a better spot. Right. There's the chain lightning. The other 2 are charged, so there's no need to cast that. I'm going to activate Invulnerable Spirits, which will make them only target her. That looks very good in certain circumstances. Like if I blocked her,
Is my aid required? I am your servant.
or made it harder
As you wish.
for them to reach. Only the ranged ones could get me.
Required.
I'm going to go back onto archers again.
More gold is required.
Yes, my friend.
So I'm going to send these ones up
Is my
here.
aid required?
I have a land.
Yes, my friend.
Keep activating their magic
What
immunity.
ails you? I come to cleanse
Right
this
away.
land. Yes, my friend. Of course.
You dare threaten me?
You dare threaten me?
Point the way. On your mark.
Okay. I'm going to be a bit more ballsy with how I'm positioning
The
these.
way.
Is
'Cause I'm
my
gonna have
aid
more
required?
units coming up the
So
top here.
Yes, my friend. Is someone injured? What ails you? Be quick.
Keep the priest in the
Is
middle.
my aid required?
Right away.
What ails you? As you wish. Is my aid required?
I have a land to defend. On your mark.
Is someone Is my aid required?
Waiting on you. On your mark.
I come to
Waiting on
cleanse
you.
this land.
Ninth wave is moving in.
Get on
Yes,
with
my
it.
friend. I I thirst for magic. Yes, my friend. Right away. Is my aid required? I am your servant. Is my aid required?
We elves are not easy prey.
More archers. Always archers.
Yes, my friend.
Love archers.
We elves
Is
are not
someone
easy
injured?
prey.
Is my aid required?
I've no.
Is my aid required? I come to defend.
Where's the gargoyles? There they are. Wait for them to stack up closer to each other. There's the big boy. Right, there's the archers. Okay, not too bad. Yeah, this position's so much better. I'm going to activate his immunity now and have him at the front. I'm going to carry on getting archers. And I'm also going to get the food. So we can get even more archers on top of the archers that we already have archering. Maybe get a couple more mages here and there. I think I can heal the tower. Yeah. Okay. Let's get a couple more sorks and a couple more mages as well. Maybe a couple more priests as well.
I smell magic.
The one thing I guess I don't get much of is the swordsman. If you're standing in this position though, it's not quite so needed. Can't say the same for like on the harder difficulties though. You may want more of those on the harder ones.
Right away.
But for now, pretty good.
Is my aid required?
You require my assistance? What is it now?
We elves are not
Yes, my
easy
friend.
prey.
Is my aid required? As you wish. The blood elves await. Yes, my friend. Right away. Is my aid required? Of course. Is someone I am your servant. Is my aid required?
I have a land to do.
What
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Is my aid required? Yes, my friend.
Come on, you rebellious bunch.
What ails is mana? Is someone injured? Right away. Yes, my friend. I am your servant. Is someone injured?
I've no time.
Royal Death Knights now.
We elves are not.
Got that invulnerable spirits thing available. So we move these ones in front and activate that. Makes everything immune. And then they're going to try to get to my hero, which is very hard to do. So I don't think I was utilising that last time. So there's a few things I wasn't doing right. It's off now. It's over. The dream is over, boys. They're doing a lot of damage, though. Gonna lose a few archers at the front. We need to replace those. More priests as well, didn't I want? Okay. We're on 11 out of 12. Better give it a save. It looks a lot more comfortable to play this time round.
Yes, my friend.
That's not going to be an excuse for me to go and try it again now on the hardest difficulty. Because I just quite enjoy the relaxing aspect of this, which is why I thought this might appeal to some other players as well.
Yes, my friend. Right away. Is someone injured?
So move them in. They've got 1,000 range, which is very good.
As you wish. Yes, my friend. What ails you? Yes, my friend. Of course. What ails you? As you wish. Yes, my friend. Of course.
Of course.
The blood elves.
Of course.
Yes, my friend.
Get on.
What
Yeah,
ails
move, squeeze them in as much as possible to min-max that damage.
Is my aid required?
Well?
Get on with it. Is someone injured? As you wish. Is my aid required? What ails you? Of course. I come. As you wish. Is someone injured? Of course. Yes, my friend.
You require my assistance?
Yes, my friend. What ails you? Is my aid required? I come. Is someone as you wish?
And whack them on hold position.
Right away. Is someone
Yeah, that's
I am your
nice.
servant.
That's some deeps right there. This guy's still got really good mana. Because I found that I spammed his spells a bit too much in the previous playthrough that I did.
Is my aid required? Right
And that
away.
made him
What ails
a bit more weaker in the more important levels. I'm going to use him right now for these gargs here. And then we're going to come over here. We're going to heal. And then we're going to pull him back a little bit. And then we have our charges for the lightning. So let's use that. We can also use this, because I've got a lot of gold now. I'm not really spending it much. So I'm just going crazy on my other abilities. Let's try this one. Ah! So I think that just rains down ice on that area. So it's like, I don't know, putting down an orb that spawns ice over time and throws bolts at its foes. That.
I come to
It's a
cleanse
cold
the
touch. Yeah, it's like spawning. Okay. Carry on with the archers.
my friend.
Normal looks easy. Oh yes, this is a big difference in difficulty compared to what I was playing before. If you want to play it on the hardest difficulty, you're most welcome to try so. Believe me, this game has potential. I guess I just upgrade that now, because this is the last wave. This game has the potential to have you pull your hair out. I didn't like it too much, though, on the hardest difficulty, because it felt like it was more about spamming, and, like, there's too many units. I'm more about sort of small skirmishes, micro. That's more my favourite flair and style of play than sort of more macro-based stuff, but that's why I'm playing it on a more relaxed mode. But this back bit is definitely better. 2 solid perches here for your rangers, 1 main entrance, and then an awkward side entrance. So we've got mines now, because I've researched those, but those can only be researched once, so I figure you should just save those for the last level. There goes one. Go on. Because there's so many units as well, they're moving quite clunkily. So that makes it easier to take care of the gargoyles. There's the hill. Save the tower. If you have just like a priest attacking those, that's the slow effect on that, which is really nice. I'm going to jump back up here and get that orb again. Ah, you can't rebuy it. Interesting. I'll just get the damage item then. Yeah, you can't rebuy. Ah, that's interesting. Okay. Let's activate your mana. There's the big boy. Watch out for that one. He looks quite nasty indeed. He's the Void Doomcaller. The Master of Shadows. 199 to 199 damage. 750 range. Agility hero with a hell of a lot of health. He's pummeling me. Let's go. Let's go surround him now for the lols. Everyone, go, 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 go. Caca. I resurrected some units. Yay, I actually used that thing. I don't think my magic casters can hurt him. I assume he's immune to magic. Which means he can only be killed by auto attacks. So it's up to my sneaky, sneaky archers to pierce him down. Job done. We did it! Sajin camps remain safe and Sajkats are defeated once again. I believe we can take a break now. Great job, everyone. Hooray! It's just a nice, easy experience if you want to play it on normal at least. But if you want to challenge yourself, the option is there for hard or insane. And believe me, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it on insane before. I don't care to try again now, but it was I felt like the map deserved to at least get some recognition, so here it is. That's Decisive Night. Something you can just play by yourself if you wish to, as it is a single-player game. Cheers. There you go.